Hey guys, I'm HP and this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is how to groove in rock guitar. All of you probably just want to play freely and be creative while playing, and this is what this tutorial is about. It's not about playing a riff or a lick or whatever. It's about how you get into this vibe and this playing flow, especially in the rock genre, and I'm gonna show a few tricks. And but before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, because there you meet other students of mine. You can interact with them and also download the material that comes along with this tutorial, but it's not needed to learn how to groove. So how does it sound? Something like this. Yeah, stuff like that. That was just an example. You know, this is just a very simple track here. It's E, D, and A, and the thing is how to start a groove. And on rock, there are a few things you really need to know. You can practice them, and this gives you a main security, which makes you stable in grooving. You know, as I already said, it's not about learning licks here or riffs. It's about learning the technique to work with your whole body to get into the music, because if you want to groove, you need to get into the music. You need to start live the tone you're playing, you know. To groove doesn't mean you play a lot of things. Groove also means that you just feel what you want to play, you know. It can be only a few notes, but to set them really precise, that's what this here is all about. So that's why I don't go so near now on the fretboard, because you have to work with your whole body, you know. And on rock, you know, the guy, well, I never had the really long hair. I once had long hair. I also had a leather jacket and, you know, the patches and all that stuff. But that's not a topic today. Then the main thing is in rock is the head banging, you know. That means the first technique you need to learn is play while you do that. Go with this, you know, taka ta. You can hear this, taka taka ta. And what you don't see here, my foot is always also going with this one here. I have a headache today because the weather is just changing, so I cannot go too extends in the head banging because it's already hurting. Yeah, so since this track is E, D, and A, first technique is to go with it, go with the whole body, you know. And in this case I was just playing the damped E string, the damped D string, and damped A string. Damping technique, as you know, your hand is here on the strings with this part of the hand, and then just 1 and 2, and you really have to play extremely precise 8 notes, you know, taka taka taka, like a machine, you know. There's not really much space. I mean, some genres you play laid back, you play, you know, or work around the time. In this case, not. You have to be really precise. Taka 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 taka, and start to work with the body that you have this taka 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 taka. And if you've never done that before, even if you're an advanced player, do this exercise. I did it myself when I finished my studies, and I could play really crazy stuff, but I never did these basics. These basics are the center of all music, and if you want to groove and if you want to live the music you're playing, you need to connect with what you're playing. And that's the first technique, you know. That you can do it even speak, you know. Think about other things, but really connect and listen to the drums and the bass, that kind, you know. Listen to the band you're playing with. You hear? It's really simple to play, but connect. Okay? I mean, as I said, it's not about playing complicated music, and it's about playing complicated, it's about being the music, feeling the music, and then you get into the groove, into the flow, you know, into the quam. Yeah, so that will be the first exercise. Just go taka taka, as be very precise. The next one will be you play with the power chords. E5, D5, E5, I just take this one here, open E string, second fret, A and D string. D5 I play third fret on the B string, second fret on the B string, and open A and open D string, and A5. Open A string, second fret, D string and G string. So these three chords, really simple. Now you do with the chords. So now you have to do the damping over more strings. That's the second thing. Just be precise and go with the whole body, feel it. Okay, same thing again, and it really has to be ta ta ta. If you're a little bit beside, it will not sound anymore. Okay, the next element now would be playing counting while you're playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because to control the time means that you are the master of the time. You can work with the time and really set accents on the place you want, you know. That's the main key. All my students, they don't have to learn sight reading or stuff like that, but they have to learn rhythm. Why? Because rhythm is 50% of the music. If you don't know rhythm, you cannot play, you know. Even if you play without rhythm, you know, like, even then you have a rhythm, you know. Time is the essential thing in music, you know. And in this case, you have to be able to know where you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next will be with 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and all with the head banging. And still, if you do this, feel the music, even if you do many things at the same time. Because that's what's happening in music. You have to do many things at the same time. And a lot of students, I had many students in my life, and they all make the same mistake. They're focused on the crazy licks they want to play or riffs, and forget about this, the wrong focus. You have to turn it. Rhythm is first. Connect with music is first. And you build upon that. So that's what we're doing now, you know? Count now, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay? So, once you're able to do the counting, now we start to set accents. The most common accents are on 2 and 4 and. We started 4 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now the 2 and 3 and 4. Now we change the chord to D. We change on 4 and instead of 1, and to 4 to A also on 4 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And to highlight it, you don't damp, you just play the chord. So you need to count in the same precision, you know, 3, 4 and. And then it starts to sound, you know. It all has to be natural. 1, 2, 3. You have 2 bars now, in this case on A. You can also make it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You release the damping quickly on 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See, that's the way the whole thing works. And always, as I said, first comes feel the beat, listen to the music, be in control. If you're not able to control everything till now, you're not able to go to the next steps, you know. That's the way you work on this. First work to do the head banging, then do the next, then do the next, then do the next, you know. So, but for those of you which can do this till now, we go to the next step. The next is we also include 2 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, so you also play the 2 ends as well. Three, 4, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Once you can do that, you can try to do the accents any way you like. You know, it's the 2 and the 4 and are the most common ones, but you also can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. It could be on any spot, you know. Practice all offbeats like this. These are the offbeats. Just now, you can also make the shift between long notes, 2, 3, 4, 1. Also can do those ones if you want. It's always about making contrast between straight, on-beat, off-beat, damped, not damped, like that's the key to everything. It's always about contrast, you know. Go into straight, offbeat, chords, damped, you know. And that's already most of the thing you need to know. And if you're really good in that and precise, it has to be really precise always, as I said, in the row of always being fully into music. Then there's nothing wrong you can do, you know. You don't have to, you know, you don't need to play complicated. Sometimes the right note at the right place is way cooler than many notes. I'm going to show you now. I just overacted before just to show you the different things, but that can be too much. You can also make it simple. Sorry for the last thing. You know, once you get into the flow, things start to happen automatically. You know, you cannot control that because in the flow of music, but that's there where you need to get, you know, in the quam. in the flow of music. That's the quam, you know. And there's another rule what you need to play. There's only one thing: you need to be connected with the music, you know. Even if you play a few notes, always have a focus. Even if you think it's boring to play, or it's you could play way more stuff, that's not the point. If you're playing music, you want to do music, and then you need to know what is needed in the certain moment to play. Sometimes, in fact, a lot of things or complicated things are needed, but honestly, I'm a composer, you know, I work for television and stuff like that. Most of the times, not. Most of the times, it's really, you need to feel where to set your chord, and that's it. On rock, yeah. Try to enjoy it. Yep, you see what I mean? That was not really much. Try to also to listen how when you play dynamic in the flow. Try to really get into this. That's what it makes a difference. We're gonna add 2 additional elements, and that's then enough for today. I'm gonna do more groove lessons in the future, because it's a really important thing. As I said, my guitar channel is not really meant to show licks, because I don't believe in licks. I believe in the flow of music, and that's how you do it. You know, another element is you switch the chords with this. On 4 you make 2 16 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an additional element. I mean, if you want to groove, you need to have a few elements really on target, and you always have to you just pull them out, you know, and you need to have a total security in them. And then you're able to concentrate and be creative, otherwise not. If you have to think how you have to play it. So keep it simple, but you know, that's the way to go. Let's do this. I mean, it's an awesome element. Now we do the last element. If you want to go even wilder, you make so this would be, you make a pointed 8 note and a 16 note, then 2 damned 60 note, and on 2 end comes in the chord. So you already know where the 2 end comes. You just add this element before, dotted 8 note and a 16 note, and then 2 dead notes. Let's do that one. Really sounds awesome, I must say. And it's just so simple, you know. And now you have a few elements now. Now you put them together and try to build up curves. Start slow, get to somewhere, go back down. And then it's like a cooking, you know. You have a, let's say this is salt. this is pepper, and the fore end is, let's say, or oregano, and we have these dead notes. That's I don't know, any kind of other spice, and the last one is chilies, you know. So now it comes to the cooking. Don't put too much of, it's like on the pizza. I always bring this example. Don't put too much of one thing on the whole thing, because it's gonna not taste good, you know. That's the main thing. Music is similar like cooking for those who cook out there or can cook or want to cook, you know. It's really similar. It's just having a taste when and what is needed, and you can be creative in this. Once you have your ingredients together, you start to mix it. But the main thing, and that's the main key of this tutorial here, always in the groove on the music. I know for some of you this is probably really simple stuff, you know. A lot of advanced players out there, this is, I mean, oh, so boring. Why should I do that? It's because if you've never done this before, believe me on that, you really need to do this, because this will make your playing way better than before. If you are able to play simple things in the flow, this will totally change. This is a game changer. This will change your way of playing. This will change your perception of music, you know? If you didn't have done it before. If you've done it before, then there's nothing additional more to say for me to you. But if you've never done this before, really do this stuff. And then once you have this stuff together, you're free, and then you can play. Always include your body. And then creativity starts to work. I started to add more chord variations now. That will be the next step, but we skipped up for today. Because if you cannot play the basic stuff, no way play chord variations, you know. That's always the row. First, connect with music. You can do that without a guitar. Just hang in a bar, listen to your favorite band. Go for it. Connect with it. Imagine to play the chords. That's connecting with music. Then try to transport it on the guitar. And then start to add those elements in that row which I showed. Started with the really simple ones. These are really the ones which make the genre, you know. These are the elements which are the essential parts of the genre. And you need to have those like this, you know, they come like this, and then that's gonna be cool for you guys. Yo, that was How to Groove, or Guitar Secrets, How to Groove in Rock Guitar. I hope you love this tutorial here. If so, make a thumbs up, and if you love my channel, please help the channel to grow. A lot of people say this channel deserves more subscribers. I never made people say share the channel to your friends, but maybe I should do that. I mean, it's cool to have more audience. Then I can also make more content. If you love what I'm doing, please subscribe, share the channel to all your music friends, and please also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. There you meet all subscribed students, which made a premium membership upgrade, and you can start to interact. And this is my only social media news feed, which I'm doing by now. Yeah, I cannot say much more. Me and Dr. Pink are playing a little bit more for you and are signing off.